Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I've grown into myself, into who I am today, is what I always say. As I have grown into who I am today, the person that I am today, right, Tucker? He said, I want scratches, Dad. He's like scratching at me right now. All right, let's get into this video. My husband's on his way home, and I am going to read from the Daily Book of Positive Quotations. It is 15, 16, 17. I just went to the pool. It was so nice. I was like in the pool talking to my neighbor, and we just like hung out and talked for like 2 hours straight. It was so fantastic. We talked about spirituality and all kinds of stuff. It was so fun. We talked about sobriety. She's not sober, but she was asking me questions, and she had a family member that was sober, and so we were talking about that. It just was such a nice time. I just was so relaxed in the pool today. You know, every summer, I think I said this in a video the other day, but it's always like the end of August, and I'm like, I didn't go to the pool, I didn't sit outside and read, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't go get a lot of fountain pops with my good Judy, we didn't have a picnic, we didn't do anything. And it's, you know, like this year, I've literally done like everything so far. I mean, it's not even like the middle of July yet, you know? Although in my vlog I joke, and I say summer's almost over. But I'm going to the pool like 4 and 5 days a week, and taking naps and watching great movies and TV shows, listening to a lot of great books, you know, like sitting outside and eating, and we've watched some movies outside, and we've done the projector in here. We've just had such a great time this summer. And there's like something on my camera, or my beer, it's on my camera. Anyway, I've just had such a great time this summer, and I feel so blessed for just really being able to enjoy my house. And if you haven't noticed, I have been like buying more plants. So I bought a fern over there, and then I have a plant over there, and then we have 2 plants in the kitchen. And then I bought a new succulent thing from Kroger that I love, and it was $14.99. It was like 5 of them. I think I'm gonna go in there and get like 2 more of them. But then I also wanna get a plant for right here, behind there. Meyer has the greatest plants. So I'm gonna go, and they have like, they're like $12.99, this 2 that I have in the kitchen. And I'm gonna get a plant for right there. And I've been trying to buy all these plants for our house because it just makes me so happy to have all these plants around. So if you notice more and more plants show up around here, that's what that is. This is kind of becoming like our like jungle wall over here. All right, July 7th. Can you tell I'm in a good mood today? I'm in such a great mood today. I woke up, and every night in my vlog, I always say, you know, like, when you get up in the morning and say, today is going to be an amazing day, and I go through that whole thing, you know, and if you want to start your day every day, you can. And I said it like out loud today, and the dogs, when I was taking them outside, and I just kind of sat there, and I always sit there, you know, and I do my prayers and all that stuff and meditations, and then I'm like, okay, are you ready to start your day? And I was like, okay, I'm ready to start my day. And it's just been such a great day. I mean, it's been nothing crazy phenomenal. You know, this just kind of goes off of what I was talking about yesterday about being content. It's just, I really enjoyed like the simplicity of the day. You know, I went and got my coffee. I did a review video at Starbucks. I went to the pool. I hung out. Gonna see some friends tonight. It's been a good day. Okay. July 17th, trying again. Big shots are only little shots who keep shooting. Christopher Morley. Few people simply leap to the top of their profession. Most get there incrementally, step by step, experience by experience, and even mistake by mistake. If we give up, we fail for certain. To have even a chance at success, we have to keep reloading and taking aim at our target. Instead of complaining about how frustrating my failures are and how others seem to have it so much better than me, I will just keep plugging along towards what I want. It's a great meditation, and you know, I have learned the most in my life from my mistakes. I haven't really learned a lot from my successes. You know, I might have learned, like, if I'm successful at something, I might look at that and go, you know what, this worked, or this, like, you know, let me give you an example. So, the majority of my life, like, I've been so shy and had social anxiety that, like, to give speeches, like, in class, like, I was terrified of. So, if, like, I was in a speech class, like, in high school or something, or if we were just a class and we had to give speeches, you know, I would, you know, whatever the class was on, I would always wait and be like, I always sign up and be the second or the last person to give the speech because I was terrified, right? And then, when I was like in college, I can't remember, I think it was a speech class that I actually took, and it was just like Speech 101 or something, but I can remember like the teacher assigned us, and this was like, you know, history of like elementary, junior high, and high school, going through all these grades and always giving speeches last, and I would sit there for 2 weeks. You remember like the classes where for 2 weeks, all that you would do is just hear speeches? And so like for 2 weeks, I would sit there in absolute utter fear because I knew the day was gonna come where I had to give a speech. Well, I took this speech class, and I think it was a speech class. I don't remember what it was. I honestly, I don't know. Maybe it was graduate school. I don't remember. But I had to give a speech. But I do think it was speech 101. I don't know why. I did stupid speeches in there. I gave a speech on how to make a Bloody Mary, and that was how before I got sober, okay? But I could make a mean Bloody Mary back in the day. This is LaCroix Limoncello. Cheers. Anyway, so is there a lip gloss on there? There is. That reminds me of my mom back in the day. You know when you have like a tumbler and it has all like the lipstick around it? But anyway, what was I gonna say? So anyway, the teacher or professor assigned us, you know, the space of when to go. And I remember I had to go like 1 or 2. Like I was like first or second person to go. And I was terrified, right? But I went and gave my speech. And then I can remember like after that, I was just like, for 2 weeks, I just got to sit there and just listen. And it was so nice. And I had no fear and it was just so relaxed. And what I really learned was, get your stuff done first, you know? Volunteer first, get it done, get it over with. And not just at speeches and not just at things like that in life, but whatever you have to do that you're worried about, whether it's homework or work on the weekends or whatever, get the stuff done that you don't want to do first, because then you can enjoy the stuff that you want to do later, you know what I mean? And today in my life, I don't have a lot of things. Tucker keeps on pawing at me. Should I show you guys want to see? It's so hilarious, okay? It's so cute. Watch. What is it, bud? What is it? Watch. You ready? He won't do it now. What do you want, bud? What? What is it? If I'm paying attention to him, he won't do it. Here. Okay, I'm gonna act like I'm talking over here, then he won't notice. But anyway, maybe he'll do it to my arm if he doesn't see me. I want you guys to see it because it's so cute. But anyway, what I've learned today is that if I get the stuff done that I want to get done, like early, you know? Did you see that? It's so cute. Anyway, if I get the stuff done, he does that every single night. Like if I'm scratching his neck, then he wants more and more. Yeah, he said, that's what I love. I love love and affection. People are loving you in the videos, Tucker. I think you're famous. Anyway, I've learned that, like, you know, if I get my stuff done first, then I can enjoy everything else. And I think it's a great lesson in life, you know? So it's kind of like that. We learn, that's one thing I have learned from like my successes, but that was also from my mistakes, right? From years, now Boo Radley's up here, he wants attention too. That was also from years of me not being willing to do that, you know, and being too scared to do that. So the mistake would be not being willing to volunteer first. And you know, the success would be in actually doing it and getting through it. So I think it's, you know, a really valuable lesson. We learn a lot from our mistakes, but you have to be open to it. You know, you have to be open to saying, I fell down on my face. I'm going to get myself back up when I'm ready to. I'm going to pull myself up. I'm going to take a look at the mistake that I made. I'm going to analyze it, evaluate it, and do inventory on it. And then I'm going to, you know, apply that to my life going forward. So, all right, let's get into the next meditation. Where is it? This is from Melody Beatty's Journey to the Heart. July 17th. Put yourself on equal ground. I sat in the booth across from my friend. I was fiddling with an empty soda can in front of me while we discussed the subject of power. Suddenly, he snatched the can away from me and began tossing it in the air, catching it, then tossing it up again. See how easy it is to take your power, he said. See how you just gave it to me? Oh my God, that's so true. I need a new one of these. I watched, amazed at how quickly I had relinquished my power, how vulnerable I was to the world around me. I watched, amazed at how quickly I had relinquished my power, how vulnerable I was to the world around me. Then my friend smiled and stopped juggling the can. Relax, he said, it's an illusion. That's not really your power, it's an empty can. And it's an illusion that anyone can take your power away from you. Each of us has an unlimited supply of power available. The power to think, to feel, to care for ourselves, to care of ourselves. The power to open our hearts, love, be gentle, honest, and kind. We each have the power to be clear and to trust and follow the guidance of our own hearts. Part of our journey to freedom, and an important part, is equalizing our relationships. For many years, we may have believed the scales were tipped one way or the other in our work and love relationships. We may have believed that others knew a great deal more than we did, or we may have begun to believe that we had all the answers, but no one has our power. That's an illusion. So much so that sometimes the person we believe is more powerful than us may be looking at us thinking we're the ones pulling the strings. That is really, really true too. Remember, if you give up your power or decide that someone has power over you, you'll begin grousing, sabotaging, and doing sneaky little things to equalize that relationship, to feel like you have your power. There's another way, a better way, one that will help you heal. Put yourself on equal ground. I love that meditation, and I love this part right here where it says, remember, if you give up your power or decide that someone has power over you, you'll begin grousing, sabotaging, and doing sneaky little things to equalize that relationship, to feel like you have your power. There's another way, a better way, one that will help you heal. You know, I'm not somebody that fights for power today. I'm somebody that just like, if somebody in my life needs it that bad, I'm like, you take control, you have power, feel like you have all the power of your life that you need, right? Because over here, I'm gonna be over here doing what I need to do for Peter, taking care of myself, and I don't need to fight for that, you know? I've had a lot of those relationships in my life, and I have to say most of them aren't even existent in my life today because I just don't want that. I don't want that fight for, you know, whatever. And I think when you are in the belief system also that somebody's always trying to take your power from you, it's like this very insecure, defensive kind of place, right? Like, where it's just like, it feels very attacking, and then you become very defensive. Well, I don't want to live in a world where on a daily basis with the people in my personal space, I feel like people are attacking me and I need to defend myself. Like, if that's the case, then I need to reevaluate my life anyway and take a look at why I'm feeling that way. Why do I feel like somebody's trying to take my power away from me and all that kind of stuff? Then I need to reevaluate who I have in my life. You know, who am I surrounding myself with? Because I need to surround myself with new people, because those are probably not healthy people for me to have around. And if you feel like that, if you feel like you're constantly defending yourself to people, or you're constantly defending yourself to friends, or you're having to do this, you're having to do that, there's something wrong. You need to take a look at your circle. Like, literally write a circle, put all the people in your life around it, and look at where that negativity and that toxicity is coming from. You already know. You don't even have to draw the circle. I know you know. You know the name of that person. Well, it's time for you to sit down and have a conversation with that person and say, I'm not going to let this happen anymore. I can't. And things need to change in our relationship. Or maybe you need to start working at setting some boundaries and letting that person, either setting some healthy boundaries for yourself or letting that person go, or not have as much power in your life, you know? So anyway, let me know what you think about those meditations below. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the simple simplicities of life, the simple simplicities. Yeah. Are you hungry for dinner? Okay, we're going to go have dinner, and I love you guys. Enjoy the small things in life, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.